Before I have a quick look, before I have a quick look at the alleged elite dark rock, why can't you have it unpainted? Black attracts heat. Interesting, but it is the cheapest to coat something in black because it doesn't cost much. But before I go there, let's just have a quick look. Pure Loop 2, right? For one, the hole protrudes, the screw. And why the hell would you put it that way? Maybe because you say, oh, you're going to put it at the bottom and have the block at the top. Don't you know how gravity works? All the air bubbles are going to be at the top, right? So you would actually have this hole on the reverse side if you wanted to use some common sense, right? That would be your first bet. Then that would be at the top of the case where all the air bubbles would go to the top, and you could fill it straight from top without removing. Second, the little bottle you get with it, this little hole, this here, and you can actually screw in to there. You can actually just punch it and screw it in, and it actually fits in there and stays. But there's no hole at the bottom, so how can you have the air escape? You need a hole at the bottom of this. So when you stick it in, screw it up, you could just run it for a little bit and let the water slowly trickle in and fill up the hole of the air. But no, I don't use this particular bottle. The other one somewhere from the Silent Loop 2 that I've got kicking around here somewhere. But I usually pierce a hole, get some hot glue and smear it over the hole to block the hole, and then when I want to refill it, I'll take it off. I don't know if this comes with an RGB controller, so I never use ARGB or RGB. I think it's useless. But be quiet, seriously. Look and think before you make products, right? Why not coat it? Why not just let it be uncoated? Is your paint special? Does it release heat more? Being black is really stupid, but then let's go along to the alleged elite. That's what it should be called, the alleged elite. With the Pro 4, you had a better screwdriver. Now the elite version has a piece of junk. You can give that to your kids maybe, but that is a piece of junk. I never use it. With the mounting system, the standoffs are too little. I never really use the standoffs. With the elite, you should have a liquid metal in here as well. Some people know how to use it. A lot of people are too scared to use it, but it does work a little better. To be honest, with the pros and cons, I'd still use just for the hell of it. But liquid metal, yeah, I use it sometimes. The top part, first you have your little skirt or your dress to cover up top part, but that's a good idea. Having a switch to full or quiet. Most people run their motherboard, but if the motherboard doesn't have controlling system, I don't think a motherboard doesn't. I think they all come with it now. Also, being elite, it should come with an RGB controller, but the Elite version is not. It doesn't even come with an RGB controller. It does come with a little plug. Why would you even run a wire? You have all this space up here with a switch that controls your speed. Why not have little buttons here to control the RGB as well? Have it all in one, right? No, we want more wires. Maybe Be Quiet is trying to be like Apple, like everybody else. Yeah, Apple turned the word genius into moron. So whenever you go to a genius bar, it's actually going to a moron bar. Be Quiet, Elite, they changed the word Elite to limited version, or Dark Rock downsize, downgrade, cost cutting, Dark Rock cost cutting, maybe. I don't know what they want to change the Elite word to, but it's not Elite. But this is just as in a quick look to the fans. They make their own fans, 135mm. Okay, kudos, right? But you still have 4 points of resistance, plus the fifth resistance is the outer edge where the air gets sucked through, causing noise. Then your points also have noise. Trying to get rid of some of these, just get rid of 2 of them, you only need 2. You can replace the fan if it does blow up, but you'll be using a 120mm fan, not a 135. And a 140 won't fit. And the mounting holes will work on a 120mm fan. Same with the front. Same thing, the 120. But it's actually quite cool how you have it slide up and down instead of having those wretched wires. So that's a good step. But seriously, get to your research team and actually make it a little better. This cooler does support liquid, yeah, right. This cooler does support liquid metal. But no, you don't want to put it in there. It is Elite, well, after all. You have no, nothing to do about Elite at all. But again, with the air-cooled water systems, with the silent loop, they move the hole to the side. A bit better, and it's not penetrating at all. So yes, they improved it a little bit. Do they give money back to people who purchased the Pure Loop? No, they make money on that. They're not going to refund that or recall it. No. Where are they going to go next? Dark Rock Elite. Maybe you call the next one Dark Rock Genius. Put a little Apple sign there to say how garbage that is, right? You could do that even. Or have a silver. Back in the old days, silver used to be crazed. It used to be perfect. But now everybody wants girly stuff, so you're pretty much promoting women computers. RGB. Perfectly. Go along and make a man cooler. Design a man cooler. Firstly, you have to hire a man in your company to do that, because I think all your males wear skirts. Make it look pretty and all the rest of it. But overall, the Dark Rock Pro 4 had a better screwdriver, didn't have RGB, so you didn't have to worry about it. That was cool. They haven't been in front of Nokia that long, and they're already cost cutting. Shame on you. Nokia's been around for donkeys and in front of everybody for so long. they're just overpriced. Noxia's not the best. It's popular, just like Apple. Again, not the best. There are better coolers out there. But I'm going to stay with Be Quiet, even though they're cost cutting and all the rest of it. When they go on sale, I'll grab them. When they're off sale, I wouldn't buy them. But that's just me. And just one other thing to the YouTubers. You want 2 cents? Why don't you actually tell the truth? You want some tech tips? Yeah, why not? Actually tell you who actually does your work for you. And honestly, if you believe a tree or a plant, to say which one's the best case, honestly, a plant, you have to be on drugs. Maybe if it was a pot plant, yeah, I could go with that. But all you alleged people out there, I've only seen one YouTuber that actually I like. He wears a dress, a wig. I think he's the only one that actually is wearing the right clothing to show computer components now, because they're all made for women. Thank you. Be quiet. Don't do this cost-cutting crap.